So once we have our body paragraphs, we then move into a conclusion. Now, here's what I want to offer. When you're in a test-taking situation, if you're running out of time, and really at this point now that Alberta Education is giving everyone 6 hours, it really shouldn't be a common experience. It used to be more common when you had 3 hours. But if, for instance, you're looking down at your clock and you notice you only have 10 minutes left to write, I don't care what you're doing or where you're at in your exam or your essay, you have to stop and write a conclusion. Because an entire category on our critical essay rubric is about how well the student has concluded. So even if it's 1 or 2 sentences, if you're rushed, it's better than not having one. That being said, if you have time, your conclusion is really an inversion of your introduction. So if your introduction starts with a thematic statement and moves into a very specific thesis, your conclusion is going to start with that thesis statement and move back out to a thematic statement. All in all, a conclusion is answering the question, so what? Why do I care about this paper? And you are going to intelligently, in that conclusion, remind the reader how this connects to the human spirit, which is essentially what your thematic statement is. So all in all, as I've established at the start of this video, the critical essay is quite complex and challenging. And if you feel challenged by it, you're not alone. It is a challenging piece of writing, but it shouldn't be so challenging that you can't do it. The key with the critical essay is practice. You learn how to write by writing. You will not simply be able to write one essay and have it be perfected. It's a process. And this video, the more often you watch it in terms of constructing your thoughts, developing how you think about a topic, the better you will get at the writing. So I encourage you to practice multiple times over a semester until you feel like you got it. You understand the purpose and the intention. And then what you're really practicing is which texts are you using and what types of evidence are you pulling out in order to support your thesis statement. That's not going to happen overnight. That will take some time and feedback from your instructor. What I want to offer is the critical essay is worth 30 marks. The 2 biggest categories are on thought and understanding. So that half-hour work that we did brainstorming or outlining or thinking on paper is really connected to that first category, which is the highest category. The second category is the evidence that you find from the text. So those 2 categories alone make up the majority of the mark. Organization, grammar, and vocabulary are worth 5 marks each, a total of 15. So where students get concerned is, well, I don't know how to spell, or I have fragments, or I have run-ons. Yes, that makes a difference for sure. You can only get a high enough grade if you have a fluency in English as a language. But the more bang for your buck is in developing those ideas and ensuring that you understand your texts, what you're reading, so you can pull out evidence. That's the majority of your mark. So again, it's out of 30 marks. And practice makes perfect.